Russia's president has told Colonel Gaddafi he only has himself to blame for the current situation in Libya. Dmitry Medvedev said the UN-backed military intervention is a direct consequence of the behaviour of Libya's leaders and the crimes carried out against their own people. But he was critical of the bombing in Libya, saying the no-fly zone should be used only to protect civilians and bring about peace. Let's get the latest from RT's Peter Oliver, shall we? And Pete, the Russian leader offered little reassurance for Gaddafi, did he? But he hasn't backed the campaign entirely either, though.
Yes, that's right. President Medvedev said that although Russia's initial response to the situation in Libya had been to call for a peaceful solution, that Colonel Gaddafi's actions in persistently attacking his own people had forced the hand of the international community, and that this was why Russia had supported an arms embargo and asset freeze, and why Russia hadn't used its veto on the UN Security Council to block the no-fly zone, saying that Russia supported some of the elements contained within that resolution.
Everything that's happening in Libya is a result of the shameful behaviour of its government and the crimes against their own people. We shouldn't forget that. Everything else is just a consequence of that. We supported one of the UN Security Council resolutions and allowed the other resolution to go through. This was done consciously to prevent the escalation of violence. But still, the events that followed show that any decisions of this kind should be accompanied by thorough consultations, as well as remembering that the use of force should be proportionate to what is happening. The fact that as a result of these actions civilian targets were damaged and, according to unconfirmed reports, innocent people have died, shows that states taking part in the military strikes haven't achieved that. I hope that as a result of coordinated actions by the international community, there will be peace on Libyan soil and full measures will be taken to prevent the conflict from spreading into Africa and other states.
Well, President Medvedev went further to say that the current armed intervention should remain within the parameters laid out by the UN Security Council resolution, and then that was to protect the civilian population of Libya. Mr. President Medvedev also said that Russia was prepared to step in as a mediator to broker a peace between the sides involved in the conflict.